Hey friends, we are going to be making a spooky eyeball project. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to start with a pencil, and I'm going to give you a big circle for your big eye. We're going to do different size eyes to create space. Now the biggest eyeball, does that one look like it's closer to us or the farthest one away? Yeah, it looks like it's closer. So I'm going to pick somewhere near the corner off center and I'm going to trace. I'm then going to do two smaller circles. So this one we're going to freehand. You're going to have a smaller circle and a medium size. So I'm going to go in, draw a circle. I'm going to go in, draw a circle that's smaller than this one, and then a really small one up here, but not too small. I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to trace around those circles very slowly, so I do not miss any pencil line. Now that I have those traced, I'm going to go in and do my circle, two circles inside each eyeball. That's my pupil and the iris of my eyeball. So I'm going to do one inside my big one, and then a second one, another one here, then my smallest, and then same here, medium and a smallest. I'm going to go in and I'm going to trace those two circles in each eyeball. All right, so now that I have that done, I am gonna go in and I'm going to just fill in the smallest part of my eyeball, but I'm gonna leave a little bit not filled in to look like a highlight in my eyeball. Now I'm gonna go in the iris, we're just gonna add those little lines you see throughout your eyes. But I'm gonna switch for that step to a thin marker, and I'm just gonna kind of do like zigzags back and forth in those middle parts of my eyes. Alrighty, and now that I have that done, we're gonna switch over to a watercolor pencil. We're gonna push light on this. We're using a black one. And these are eventually gonna be painted with some water. That's going to cause that watercolor pencil to bleed. That's how a watercolor pencil works. So on the very, very outside edge of my very outside edge circle, I'm going to go in and I'm just using the edge of this, not the tip of it. So if you see, I'm angling it so I'm getting the edge of the colored pencil. I'm going to go around the edge of my circle on each one. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to take my paintbrush and my water. I'm going to remember to use ballerina toes, hold it by the gripper, and I'm just going to blend a little water around the edge to create a value. And I don't have to keep dipping my brush in water. I just want to get the very edge of my eyeball. I don't have to blend all of the colored pencil. I can have some of it still showing, and what that does creates a dark value, and that's kind of what's neat about colored pencil. It bleeds to create a value. I'm going to clean that brush really good because now we're going to switch over to the primary colors. In each of your middle of your eye, you're going to start with one of the primary colors. Now, reminder, those primaries are your blues, reds, and yellows. And I'm going to go tracing around the middle part of my eye. Then I'm going to fill it in. And before that dries, I'm going to take one of my other primary colors. It doesn't matter which one you start with as long as you only use two. And I'm going to get, making sure I clean my brush with water before I get my next color, another color, and I'm going to mix them. And I should make a secondary. So I'm going to keep going in with the second one because I'm not quite seeing it. And now I do. Makes a green. So now I'm going to go in, do the next one. Again, outline ballerina toes around that eye. And it looks like I need to add, this is a liquid watercolor. I might need to add more little yellow in this. As you can tell, it's not very yellow, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. I'm going to try a little red this time with the yellow and see what I get. And if you have a good mixture of the two, you should make orange. Okay, so now I'm going to do the last one. And for the last one, it's going to be a little bit of the blue and red. blue. I'm gonna clean that brush and now get my red. And I should be making something close to a purple. But if it's looking a little too red, like I don't quite see it, then what do I need to go back in with? Maybe a little bit more of that blue. And now I can see that purple forming. So now we've been able to make some secondary colors in our eyeballs. We had a little color mixing. We talked about value, how the edges go from dark to light. We are going to next week cut these out, draw the veins, and glue them onto a background, friends. Awesome.